Have you noticed lately that getting up from your favorite chair feels a little stiffer than it used to? Or perhaps finding the energy to do simple things around the house seems like more of an effort? It's easy to just shrug and say, well, that's just part of getting older. We often accept certain aches, pains, or a general slowing down as inevitable, the natural consequence of the years adding up. But what if a significant part of this isn't just age itself, but something we do almost every single day, often without even thinking about it? There's a habit that many people, especially those over 70, fall into that doctors and health experts say can silently chip away at your strength, flexibility, and overall vitality, making those everyday tasks feel much harder and contributing to that feeling of slowing down more than you realize. It's not some obscure activity, but something incredibly common, almost woven into the fabric of our daily lives. In this video, we're going to uncover this specific habit, explain exactly why it's having such a significant impact on your body as you get older, and talk about simple, realistic ways to address it. It's about understanding the hidden cost of this seemingly harmless daily routine. Stick around to the end, because there's something you might learn that will genuinely surprise you and could change how you approach your day starting right now. So, let's talk about this habit that doctors are pointing to as particularly problematic for those over 70. It's not smoking, or excessive drinking, or eating too much junk food. Though those are certainly important health issues, this habit is far more subtle, far more pervasive in modern life, and its effects are cumulative over time. The habit I'm talking about is simply spending too much time sitting down. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Sitting. We all sit. We sit to eat, to read, to watch television, to talk on the phone, to work on hobbies, to rest. And of course, sitting is a necessary part of life, especially when we need to relax or recover. The issue isn't sitting itself, but excessive sitting. Prolonged periods where we are inactive and stationary for hours on end throughout the day. As we get older, particularly past 70, the effects of this prolonged inactivity become significantly more pronounced and potentially damaging to our health in ways that might not have been as apparent in our younger years. Think about it. How much of your day is spent sitting a few hours in the morning, more in the afternoon, the evening? It adds up quickly, often without us fully realizing just how much time is passing while we're settled into a chair or sofa. Why is this seemingly innocent habit so detrimental specifically for those over 70? Well, several things change in our bodies as the years go by, and prolonged sitting exacerbates these changes in negative ways. One of the most significant impacts is on our muscles. When you're sitting, your large muscle groups, like those in your legs and core, are essentially switched off. They aren't supporting your weight or facilitating movement. Over time, this lack of activation leads to muscle atrophy, meaning your muscles start to shrink and lose strength. This happens at any age, but the rate of muscle loss, known as sarcopenia, naturally accelerates as we age. Excessive sitting speeds up this natural decline. We need strong legs and core muscles for balance, stability, walking, climbing stairs, and simply getting up out of a chair. When these muscles weaken faster due to prolonged inactivity, everyday tasks become harder, the risk of falls increases, and we can lose independence. It becomes a vicious cycle the weaker we get, the more we sit, which makes us even weaker. Beyond muscle loss, excessive sitting negatively impacts our bone health. Our bones need stress, the stress of supporting our weight and working against gravity to stay strong. When we sit for long periods, our bones aren't bearing weight, and this lack of stress contributes to a decrease in bone density. This is particularly concerning for older adults who are already at a higher risk of osteoporosis and fractures. Strong bones are crucial for maintaining mobility and preventing serious injuries from falls, which, as mentioned, are already more likely when muscles are weak from sitting. Circulation is another major area affected by prolonged sitting. When you're sitting for hours, blood flow, especially in your legs, slows down. This can lead to swelling in the ankles and feet. More seriously, sluggish circulation increases the risk of blood clots, such as deep vein thrombosis, DVT. While DVT can occur at any age with prolonged sitting, like on a long flight, older adults may have other underlying circulatory issues that make them more vulnerable. Good circulation is also vital for delivering oxygen and nutrients throughout the body, including to the brain. Poor circulation linked to inactivity can contribute to feelings of fatigue and potentially impact cognitive function over time. Our metabolism also slows down when we're sitting for extended periods. Enzymes that play a key role in breaking down fats and triglycerides become less active. This can contribute to weight gain, particularly around the waist, which is linked to a higher risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and other metabolic disorders, even if you exercise for 30 minutes a day. Sitting for the remaining 23.5 hours can still have these negative metabolic consequences. It's not just about burning calories, it's about the physiological processes that are disrupted by prolonged inactivity. For people over 70, managing weight and metabolic health is often crucial for overall well-being and preventing chronic conditions, making the impact of excessive sitting particularly significant. Think about the cumulative effect of these issues. Weaker muscles make movement harder, leading to more sitting. Reduced bone density makes the risk of injury higher if a fall occurs due to weaker muscles. Poor circulation affects energy levels and potentially brain function. A slower metabolism contributes to weight gain and related health problems. It all ties back to that simple habit: spending too much time parked in a chair. It's not just about feeling a bit stiff. It's about a fundamental undermining of the body's ability to stay strong, stable, and healthy as we age. Recognizing this is the first step, and understanding why it happens helps us see the importance of making a change. The good news is that even small adjustments to this habit can make a significant difference, and that's what we'll start exploring next. It's about incorporating more simple movement back into our day, not becoming marathon runners, but simply breaking up those long periods of inactivity. Continuing on this theme, the impact of excessive sitting goes even further, reaching beyond physical strength and metabolic health to affect our joints, digestion, and even our mental well-being. When you sit for long stretches, your joints, particularly in the hips and knees, can become stiff. The cartilage that cushions these joints needs movement to stay healthy, as movement helps circulate the synovial fluid that nourishes the cartilage and keeps things gliding smoothly. Without sufficient movement, this fluid circulation is reduced, and the cartilage can become less resilient, potentially exacerbating conditions like osteoarthritis and leading to increased stiffness and pain when you finally do get up. This joint discomfort then makes moving less appealing, further reinforcing the cycle of inactivity and sitting. It's like a car engine. It needs to run periodically to stay in good working order. Leaving it parked for too long can cause parts to seize up. Digestive health can also suffer from prolonged sitting. Physical activity helps move food through your digestive system. When you're sedentary for long periods, this process can slow down, potentially leading to issues like constipation. While diet and hydration play significant roles in digestion, movement provides that essential physical nudge that helps everything flow smoothly. For older adults, digestive comfort is often a key factor in overall quality of life, and avoiding prolonged sitting can be a simple way to support it. And let's not forget the impact on our mental and emotional state. While sitting down to relax is important, spending excessive time in sedentary isolation can contribute to feelings of lethargy and even low mood. Physical activity, even light movement, releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. Breaking up periods of sitting with even short bursts of activity can help you feel more alert, reduce stress, and improve your overall sense of well-being. Social connection, which often involves some level of activity like walking with a friend or attending a class, can also be reduced by excessive sitting, further impacting mental health. So, the question becomes, what can we do about this? If prolonged sitting is the habit to avoid, what's the alternative? The key isn't to eliminate sitting entirely. That's unrealistic and unnecessary. The goal is to reduce the amount of time spent in continuous, prolonged sitting and to break up those sedentary periods with movement. This is where the practical, actionable steps come in. And remember, this isn't about drastic changes or intense workouts. It's about incorporating simple movement back into the rhythm of your day. One of the simplest and most effective strategies is to establish a routine of getting up and moving around for a few minutes every hour. Set a timer if you need to. When the timer goes off, don't just switch it off and keep sitting. Make a commitment to stand up, walk around the room, stretch, or do a simple task for at least 5 to 10 minutes before sitting back down. These short bursts of activity might seem insignificant, but they make a huge difference over the course of a day. They help wake up those muscles, improve circulation, reduce stiffness in your joints, and give your metabolism a little boost. Think about opportunities to weave movement into your existing routines. Are you watching television? Get up and walk during commercials. If you record shows, pause them every 30 minutes or so to move around. Talking on the phone, try standing or gently walking while you chat. Reading a book. Get up and walk a lap or two around your home between chapters or every 30-45 minutes, waiting for the kettle to boil or food to cook instead of just standing there. Do some simple stretches or walk in place. If you use a computer or tablet, take regular breaks to stand and move away from the screen. Even simple movements while sitting can be beneficial if you can't get up. Foot and ankle circles, leg extensions, shoulder rolls, and gentle torso twists can help keep blood flowing and reduce stiffness. But the real goal is to reduce the total amount of time spent sitting continuously. Consider incorporating short, intentional movement breaks into your day. This doesn't have to be formal exercise. It could be walking to the mailbox instead of waiting for someone else to get the mail, tidying up a room for 10 minutes, doing some light gardening, or walking around your yard. If you have stairs in your home, walking up and down them once or twice each hour safely, of course, is excellent for leg strength and circulation. The beauty of these small, frequent movements is that they are much less daunting than committing to a long exercise session. They are also easier to fit into a busy day. The key is consistency. Making a conscious effort to break up sitting time every day is what will yield the long-term benefits. It might feel a little strange at first, like you're interrupting your relaxation, but think of it not as an interruption, but as an investment in feeling better, stronger, and more comfortable in your own body. These simple shifts in habit can truly make a world of difference in how you feel and function as you continue to enjoy your years. It's about reclaiming that sense of ease and energy that prolonged sitting can take away. Next, we'll talk about how to make this a lasting change and the surprising benefits that await you. So, we've explored the significant impact that prolonged, excessive sitting can have, especially as we reach and pass the age of 70. We've talked about how it contributes to muscle weakness, bone density loss, poor circulation, a slower metabolism, joint stiffness, digestive issues, and can even affect our mood and energy levels. And we've started looking at the antidote, consciously reducing continuous sitting time and incorporating more frequent, short bouts of simple movement throughout the day. Now, let's talk about how to actually make this change stick and the truly positive outcomes you can expect, which might be more profound than you initially imagined. Making a new habit, even a simple one like standing up every hour, takes intention and practice. It won't happen overnight, and there will be days when you forget or feel like you can't be bothered. That's perfectly normal. The key is not to get discouraged and to just start again the next hour or the next day. Be patient and kind to yourself. Perhaps start small. Aim to get up just once every couple of hours and gradually increase the frequency as you get used to it. Finding ways to make these movement breaks enjoyable or productive can also help. Instead of just standing, use the time to water your plants, fold a load of laundry, do a few stretches while listening to a favorite song, or walk to a window and look outside for a few minutes. Linking the movement break to an existing cue can also be helpful, like getting up every time a certain show comes on, or every time you finish a chapter in a book. The benefits of consistently breaking up your sitting time and increasing overall light activity throughout the day are cumulative and far-reaching. You might start noticing subtle changes relatively quickly. Perhaps you'll feel less stiff when you stand up, or your ankles won't swell as much by the end of the day. Over time, you can expect to feel stronger and more stable on your feet. Everyday tasks that felt challenging might become easier. You might find you have more energy overall, not less, because your circulation is better and your muscles are more engaged. beyond the immediate physical benefits. Reducing prolonged sitting and increasing movement can have a positive impact on your long-term health and independence. By helping to preserve muscle mass and bone density, you reduce your risk of falls and fractures, which are major concerns for older adults. By supporting better circulation and metabolic health, you lower your risk of developing or worsening conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and peripheral artery disease. Maintaining mobility and strength allows you to continue doing the things you love, whether it's gardening, playing with grandchildren, pursuing hobbies, or simply moving comfortably around your home and community. And here's where the potential surprise comes in. Many people assume that feeling tired or stiff or weaker is simply an unavoidable part of getting older, something you just have to live with. The surprising truth is that a significant portion of what we attribute to just aging is actually the result of disuse. Our bodies, regardless of age, are remarkably adaptable when we challenge them. Even gently, they respond by getting stronger and more resilient, by simply avoiding excessive, prolonged sitting and incorporating regular, simple movement. You are actively fighting against the negative effects of disuse. You're not just slowing down the decline. You can actually improve your strength, your balance, your flexibility, and your energy levels. It's not about turning back the clock to age 20, but about living your best possible life at your current age, with as much vitality and independence as possible. It's about feeling comfortable and capable in your own skin, being able to do the things you want to do without unnecessary struggle or discomfort. Avoiding that habit of prolonged sitting isn't about adhering to strict rules. It's about giving your body what it needs, movement, to function well and keep you feeling your best. Remember, you don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership to make these changes. Your own home provides all the space you need for walking, stretching, and simply standing up regularly. Even chair-based exercises can be a good starting point if mobility is a significant challenge. Though the goal remains to reduce prolonged sitting whenever possible, this journey is about making small, consistent choices each day that add up to a big difference in how you feel and how you live. It's a powerful step you can take to maintain your health, independence, and quality of life for years to come. It's a habit worth avoiding, replaced by the empowering habit of simply moving more throughout your day. We hope this has given you a new perspective on a very common daily habit and empowered you with simple ways to make positive changes. We'd love to hear about your experiences. What are your favorite ways to incorporate more movement into your day? Share your tips and thoughts in the comments below. Your ideas could help others in our community. If you found this video helpful and encouraging, please give it a like, as that helps us know we're providing valuable content for you. And be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on future videos packed with practical advice for living well at every age. Remember, every small step you take towards more movement is a step towards feeling better and living your best life. Stay active, stay strong, and live your best life at every age.